Hi, my name's Clay Thorpe. I'm a reporter here at the Killeen Daily Herald. We interviewed Susan King today. She is a candidate for Senate District 24 in Texas, the seat that was recently vacated by Troy Frazier. So be sure to go to kdhnews.com to see all our election 2016 coverage.
Well, actually, the qualification I have that's the most important is I'm the only candidate who has legislative experience. I'm in my 5th term in the Texas House of Representatives. I'm chairman of the House Committee on Defense and Veterans Affairs. And I've served in the school board in my local town, Abilene, for 8 years prior to that, and 2 years as president. So I'm very well versed in defense and veterans affairs issues, public education. I'm a nurse, I'm a business owner, own a cow-calf operation and an ambulatory surgical center. So I have business experience, but most importantly I have legislative experience, so I believe I could hit the ground running before anyone else. So I think that highly qualifies me for this role. The interesting thing about this district, 250 miles north to south, from Taylor County, which is where I live, all the way to Bandera, which is just 45 miles north of San Antonio. So you would have argument about what's the singly most important district issue. Some people would say illegal immigration. That's what a lot of people say. They're concerned about it. But right in the smack dab the center of Texas, you don't think about that as much. I would say water is, but it's different all throughout the district, whether it's the supply, the complaining about different pricing for different issues, the lakes in the southern part, the reservoirs in the northern part, and ag use in the central part. So water is always going to be an issue, and it's always something we need to continue to look at. Some people want to change prices and open up contracts and look at the competitiveness between municipal and ag needs. It's going to be a tough thing. But the prevailing issue for me is support of defense and veterans affairs, whether it be active duty and infrastructure, or also our veterans as they separate from the military. Within that, I look at proactive issues for them, specifically mental health, which is a big issue with regards to people separating from the service, and also public education. I haven't met anyone in this district that believes that they're not supportive in every single way for public ed, and until the court decision makes the decision on what we have to do, they've already ruled our method of financing as unconstitutional. We have to always be vigilant about that. We have great schools in Bell County, specifically, I went to Killeen, and their career technical center is absolutely outstanding. So those are issues we have to be mindful of. But for me, I feel that the best way to represent a district is to have constituent-driven legislation. So not for me to sit on some throne and say these are the issues. It has to be driven by the constituents, the people that are in industry, the people working, whether the military, education, or whatever, that they are the ones that drive the policy that makes the difference in their area and in their lives, not what I deem to be the most important. First and foremost, I just want to say I've been to Fort Hood many times, the great place, fantastic installation, the greatest post in the world, I've been told, and I've been there several times. I think the most important thing is twofold. One, the military installation. The federal government has not stepped up to help with improvements because of sequestration. So we need to continue to fund that, which are proactive assistance grants for the military installations of our state. That's really important. Secondly, with the veterans, we have to continue to work in synergy with the Workforce Commission and other things to make sure that they have the preparation, the ability to be in the workforce once they separate. We have a lot of issues with families with regards to when they're in active duty and afterwards, assimilating into the community. And there again, the mental health issues are very vibrant and very concerning. I can't speak specifically about Fort Hood. All we know about the tragedy that happened a few years ago. But we know that the Veterans Administration says there's up to 22 suicides a day in the United States. And we don't ever want to lose a faithful patriot of our country to mental health when it could be prevented. And we passed legislation this last time giving many areas of funding to make sure that that's not the case. And so also I would really want to, I'm chairing the House right now, but you know, as a freshman senator, I probably couldn't be chair of anything, perhaps. I don't know. I probably could muscle my way in. But I would certainly like to serve on that committee. It's called a different thing in the Senate. It's called Veterans Affairs Military Installation. So I'd like to serve on that and go ongoing and use the knowledge I have now to continue to support our military and our veterans.